Hey, welcome to another vlog. This one is strictly going to be about cooking and meal prepping. Hope you had a good Easter weekend. I did, but I spent it cooking. Well, my husband and we cooked on Friday. I cooked on Friday, he cooked on Saturday, I cooked again on Sunday. So and then we had friends over on Sunday as well. So it was a busy weekend. But anyway, just cook with me, okay? Let me introduce you. Alright, so to get started, I wanted to cook a full pot of assorted meats. I was really craving it. I wanted that buka stew, you know, that assorted pot of stew. And so I went shopping and I got goat meat, cow leg, pomo, tripe, which is shaki, pomo is cow skin. I got beef, like just a variety of assorted meat, and that's what I'm washing over here. You know, you have to wash it well. It took some time to clean the pomo well to my satisfaction, but you know, eventually got everything together.
I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart and I won't.
So once I was done washing and cleaning everything, I put it on fire and I added my seasoning, you know, onions, curry, thyme, Maggi, salt, just kind of like, you know, I went in my adobo seasoning as well, but I did not add water though. Immediately I allowed everything to steam first for a couple of minutes, probably about 15 minutes thereabout, before I went back to add some water to it.
If we don't feel the same way, then don't pretend that everything's okay. Don't string me along the way.
So yeah, here I was just adding some water after the assorted meat had steamed for a while, and I added extra water because I wanted to use it to cook vegetable later, which you would see. But yeah, once my beef assorted meat was done boiling, I got started with the stew. This is me adding palm oil, a little bit of vegetable oil, and then some onions. And then I mentioned it before on the channel that I like to fry my onions with Maggi because I just feel like it makes the entire stew sweeter. Try it, you'll see. So yeah, I'm adding my pepper. I didn't parboil it, leave me alone. I'm going to fry everything together, it will enter. I didn't have time to start parboiling pepper. Alright, so yeah, so I added the beef already. I think we skipped a bit, sorry, but yeah. Once it was done frying, I added my assorted meat into the pot of stew. And I added a bit of stock as well. Look at my baby there. He was trying to come near the stove and I was pushing him back. I added a bit of stock as well. But that's it. Look at that. I know we jumped a bit, but I'm surprised we jumped. I thought I added it. Sorry. This is the finished product anyway. Delicious. So another thing I knew I wanted to cook was vegetable soup, which was something Tosin was really craving. So I got fresh spinach. I found that I don't have to deal with as much water when I buy my spinach fresh versus when I use frozen spinach. So I went with fresh spinach, and then what I did was to wash it before cutting it. Again, that helps with controlling the amount of water, so wash before and then drain after cutting. But don't wash again after cutting it. Yeah, so I'm prepping my pepper for the vegetable stew because I like my I wanted the stew for the assorted to be well blended, but this one to be rough. So I blended it separately. Yeah, push that aside and let's get started with the efori roll vegetable stew.
In front of you, or maybe I'm not enough for you, so maybe I should go. If I had known from the
personally, I feel like the core of Yoruba cooking is the same. You have to fry your pepper and fry your oil and add your ingredients, you know. The only difference between this one and the stew that I did previously was that this one I added crayfish to it. So what else did I, and I did not add thyme to this one. But yeah, you know, still the same basics. I'm frying the pepper as well. I like to fry the pepper well with the oil, because I feel like everything just kind of cooks well together. So once it was done frying, I decided to add my protein to it. So I set some aside from previously, and that's what I'm adding into it now. And if you know me, I like my effort to be very tight with meat. Like, I want you to be looking for the effort inside the meat. That's how I like my efo. So yes, naturally I went in with a lot. I was not stingy. I went with a lot of protein in that pot of stew. As it is right now, you could use it to eat rice if you wanted.
Maybe you don't wanna know. You don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you. So maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts. 'Cause I don't wanna waste my time. No, I don't wanna waste my time. No, no, I don't wanna waste.
Yeah, so I added some fish. I added stock with fish, which you saw me boiling earlier, and then I added some dry fish as well. So very tight, and then the crayfish. So you want that, you want it to have that variety taste, you know. That's how I like mine anyway. So I added all of that, and now I'm going to allow everything to fry together. I decided to add a bit more seasoning because, like I said, I did not add water. All this excess water you're seeing came from the stock that I used to boil, the broth, the meat broth. Yes, that's what it's called. So I just decided to add a bit more seasoning to it, just to bring out the deliciousness of the stew. So once it was done frying, look at that, very yummy and attractive. Once it was done frying, I decided to add my vegetable, you know, washed and clean. And vegetable always looks like, oh my gosh, I have too much, but then scam, it's going to disappear. You know it, I know it. So I forced, this is like a pack of 3, by the way, the bundle of 3 vegetable. Tosin was handing something over to me, or he was asking me something or something, I don't know, but you can see his legs over there.
Same way, then don't pretend that everything's okay. Don't string me along.
So once I mixed the vegetable, I already turned off the fire at this point, by the way. I added some blended crayfish. Prior to that, I had used, you know, regular crayfish, 2 different types. But at the end, I added some blended crayfish for flavor, you know, just to bring it home. And look at that, look at that, look at that. We've had it with rice. We haven't had it with solid yet. We've had it with rice though. Actually, we had it with rice that night, and it was absolutely delish, if I might say so myself. So that was all I cooked on this day. The cooking continued on Saturday. This was a Friday, so we continued the next day.
Maybe you don't wanna know. You don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you. So maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts. 'Cause I don't wanna waste my time.
So Tosin decided on Saturday that I wanted to cook beans, and typically we cook 2 types. We cook one for us, and then we cook one for our baby Nimi. For his, we add some carrots. That's why you see carrots in there. And he eats them. Sometimes he struggles, but other times he just eats them easily. So we're working on it. Anyway, so it's Tosin's turn to cook, and he wanted to cook plantain beans, which I always beg him to cook because he just has this special way of making it, and it always comes out so delicious. But he always includes ripe plantain for hours, you know, peppers, and he fries the peppers separately. You will see that shortly as well. Here we were talking about Nigeria and the situation of things, and yeah, you know, God bless Nigeria, God bless America, God bless the world.
You don't see what you have in front of you, or maybe I'm not enough for you, so maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time.
It's crazy because I'm looking at this and I'm like, where did my files go? I thought I added it, sorry. But we're at the end of the cooking of beans session already because I couldn't find some files. But anyway, so that was what we cooked on Saturday. On Sunday, I woke up bright and early, very early, like I always do, to do my makeup if I decide to wear makeup to church. But I also needed to prep some food as well. So we were having some friends over on Sunday afternoon, and I needed to cook jollof rice and chicken. So after waking up, you know, I did my makeup, then I got Nini dressed, and I also fed him, and then got started with the chicken, which I've kind of showed you before, so I'm not gonna bore you with it, but you know that I love making barbecue chicken or grilled chicken, generally chicken drumsticks generally, and we've come to love it with our jollof rice. So that was what I was prepping before heading to church. Look at me there, all dressed up, looking handsome with his pattern. And this was what he was doing whilst I was cooking, whilst I was prepping to cook. He does this a lot.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for.
So once I was done cleaning the chicken and prepping it, I added my seasoning, and like I've always said on the channel, I like to mix with my hands because I feel like that way I'm able to control how far the sauce goes into the chicken, you know, versus if I were to use like a spatula or a spoon or something. So I patiently wear a glove and just kind of mix it well with my hands to my satisfaction. I make sure to dip to the bottom so that no chicken is left unseasoned, and then I put that away in the fridge to marinate. And here I was just prepping the peppers that I needed to cook my jollof rice, which I cooked when we got back from church. So, but you know, I needed to boil the peppers, so I blended it, then boiled it on the stove. And when we got back, I was able to just dive straight into cooking jollof rice, and yeah, it was fun. It was a great day. Well, so that's it for everything that I cooked in this session of meal prepping with me. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you aren't. Drop your thoughts, comments, you know, whatever, down below in the comment section. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you again very, very soon. I pray God blesses you, your homes, your marriages, your relationships. Most importantly, I pray God blesses you. Remain in God, and God bless you. Mwah! Bye.